Alright guys, so in this video I just got off, I want to share with you guys two absolute incredible one call closes. In this video, you're going to learn how you can change your tonality, how you have to adapt with who you're speaking with. You're also going to learn my script, but also you're going to learn my sales process. And today it was Christmas Eve. I came in, I happened to just be on the dialer for a little bit, and I had two people call in. And ultimately, both people that I spoke to, I sold 100% close rate. And one guy who was really stern, who was like, nah, I'm good, send everything in the mail. You're gonna learn how I overcame that objection to send it to me in the mail, to getting him fully approved. And another lady who already had a policy, but I was able to find her a better policy to get her more coverage and to help her make sure that her family was taken care of. And you're gonna learn in this video ultimately how to master the one call close, how to master building rapport, how to master your conversation, how to master learning and reading people. Because how I sold Miss Betty was different than how I just sold Mr. Troy. Two different avatars. It's your skill set, it's your ability to communicate, it's your ability to understand your prospect, and ultimately sales is a skill game. It comes down to you. And if you can develop the skills, you can make more money, you can help more people. And I promise you in this video, if you wanna make more money and you wanna get better at sales, this video is going to teach you exactly how to do it. Listen to my questions. Listen to why I ask. Listen to how I go through the script. Listen to how I build rapport. Listen to how I do everything, and you'll make more money as a life insurance agent. I love you, I'm fired up because it's so good. You don't wanna miss it. Let's get it. Happy holidays. Are you doing okay? Oh. Good. I saw that we missed your call. Were you calling about the life insurance, Miss Sheila? Okay. I'm seeing here that, just want to make sure this is right, you put down Jermaine and Willie were going to be your beneficiaries. Is that right? Oh, those are two sons? Oh, wow. Okay. And then I'm also seeing here that you put down, Miss Sheila, that you put down that you do have some coverage right now. Were you just trying to like add on, or are you just trying to find something a bit more affordable for you, dear? Oh, so you're just trying to find like a better price? Okay, let me see here. And how much coverage did they put you with now? Okay, let me see here. And 10,000, and what are they making you pay? Oh, $93? Oh my gosh, that's high. Did they put you in a 2-year waiting period too? Let me see what. That's so high. Okay. And what's the name of the company that you're with? Let me see, because you're way overpaying. You're 70, right? Okay, yeah, you're for $90. That's ridiculous. Bank statement? Yeah. Just take a second, look that up, because I'll be able to tell with the name of the company if you have a waiting period. That would be helpful for both of us. Yeah, no worries. $90. Well, the reason I asked is because your premium's so high for how much you're paying for it. Makes me concerned. American income? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I don't know if there's a waiting period with them, but if you can see your policy, it would be in there. But another known to have like the high, like, was it for like the union they called you and they got you like some type of deal? Okay. They asked you? Okay. Sure. Well, Miss Sheila, I'm gonna help you out here because, I mean, would it be helpful if I could save you like, 20, 30 bucks a month for like cheaper insurance? Would that be helpful for you? Okay, because you can get way more for what you're paying for, I'll be honest. So what we do, Miss Sheila, I'll explain this to you. We work with like all 26 companies here in the state, and we help shop around and find seniors on a fixed income, like the most affordable plans that they can qualify for statewide. Okay, I'm gonna try my best here for you. See how I can help you. Are you a smoker or anything, Miss Sheila? Okay, good. What's a good height and weight for you, dear? Okay. Okay, one. No, okay, no worries. And then you're 70 years old, correct? Okay. Any recent heart attacks, strokes, or cancers before? Oh, good, good. Any lung disease, COPD, any asthma, anything like that? Oh, okay. Are you taking any amlodipine or are you on lisinopril? Okay, gotcha. Lisinopril. Do they ever give you any water pills like furosemide or carvedilol at all? Sorry, losartan's blood pressure. Forgive me. Yeah. That's the hydrochlorothiazide. Okay, I added that in. And what else you got over there, dear? Oh, wow. That's it? Lovely. Oh, good. Good for you. Lovely. Okay, that makes my job easy for you. Have you spent any time in the hospital last year, by chance? Okay, good. So you've been blessed with some good health, huh? All right. Well, Miss Sheila, this is looking good here on my end. Before I jump in and kind of help you out here, do you have like a pen or paper? I do want to give you some of my information. It's just really important to me with the way of the world is today that you know exactly who you're speaking to today. Do you have like a pen or a paper on you? Okay. Yeah, no worries. I also want to give you my direct number here, Miss Sheila. Just so that you can call us, you can text me, and just want to let you know that I'm always going to be here for you and your family. Okay, that number is 833. Lastly, the state does require you that I share with you my government lookup identification number. With this, it's going to share with you that I'm licensed with this state, that I've been through all those background checks, but most importantly, it's going to share with you that I do have the credentials to be speaking with you about life insurance today. That number for you, dear, is 1950. It's going to share with you where I live. It'll share with you the color of my hair, all that fun stuff. But that's my license number. And lastly, something that's important to me that I always share is that feel free to look up our company on Google. If you have yet to do that, we have over 1,300 5-star reviews from our clients that we serve. So we're really just focused on serving and loving people, okay? Now, Miss Sheila, just so I can understand, the policy that you currently got, what had you motivated to start looking around for some more life insurance? Wow, you put in all those years for the company, you think they'd want to keep it for you and take care of you. Unbelievable. So when that coverage went away, you picked up that policy that you currently have now, the $10,000 policy? Okay. And with the $10,000 policy that you have now, what was the goal? Why did you initially get that? What do you want that policy to make sure it gets taken care of? Okay. Okay, gotcha. So with the burial, so your goals is that you want to make sure that when you pass away that your sons aren't stuck paying for your funeral arrangements or anything like that. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, gotcha. Everything's taken care of. Okay, gotcha. Now, right now with the 10,000, are you worried that that's not enough then? Wow, because everything's kind of going up. Okay. Okay, yeah. 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 Well, I'm seeing that you can get a lot cheaper coverage for more here, but just want to make sure we're on the same page. Like, if you didn't have enough coverage, who would be responsible for paying for all your extra burial expenses? Who would that fall on? Oh my gosh. Okay, so your two kids would have to pay. Oh my gosh, could they afford the burial expenses? They had to? Wow. Okay. I gotcha. Okay, so you got that policy because something happens to you, they can't afford it, and you just want to make sure that everything's kind of squared away so they're not trying to like have to come out of pocket or go into debt. Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, okay. Now, this isn't... You don't... Oh my gosh, yeah. You don't want to embarrass them. Okay. And have you been looking around? Because this sounds like really important to you. I can hear it in your voice. Have you been looking around for a while for like some better coverage for a while now? What's been kind of going on there? Okay. Oh, but that's what you're about. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'll give you the companies that we look up. I'll give you all their credentials too, so you can look up all their information. So that's why I started with my personal credentials. I understand, yeah. Now, I want to make sure this is what are you planning for more formal burial, Miss Sheila, or are you gonna go on that cremation route? What were you kind of leaning towards? Mm-hmm. God. Okay. Gotcha. So you're not really sure. So no matter if they go cremation or burial, you want to make sure they have enough money. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. And are you kind of aware of the cost of the funeral nowadays, like what the average is? Yeah, it's typically around like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the. Yeah. So the. I'm sorry, the average funeral is around in Michigan specifically is around $9,000. But in other states with inflation, it can be anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000 depending on your arrangement. So you might be able to get by today, but in like a few years, that's definitely not going to be enough. You know what I mean? With inflation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you're thinking ahead. Well, this is looking good here on my end. We're going to kind of get into the numbers here so I can kind of help you understand what's out there for you. But are there any other bills or debts that you are worried about leaving behind to your kids? Just so I'm on the same page. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 And then in regard. Okay. Good. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. Seems like you've taken care of your boys your whole life. You always put them in a good position, huh? Wow, that's awesome. And this is good here. Some companies too, I don't know if you do have this, if I want to add the 10% discount, some companies will give you an additional 10% discount. Do you happen to have one of those like active like checking accounts? I think you said you did, so I'll add that discount, right? Okay, let me add that 10%. Now let me know if that's what you're looking. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Well, let me know if that's what you're looking for. Okay, cool, cool. Well, Miss Sheila, let me know if that's what you're looking for. This is whole life insurance, okay? It's something where that monthly payment is never gonna go up on you. The coverage amount will never go down on you, and it's something that will like never expire. It's gonna be there for your whole entire life so that you can go to bed at night knowing that no matter what, your boys are taken care of. Is that kind of like what you're looking for? Okay, absolutely. The price never goes up and never goes down. It's okay. Want to make sure we're on the same page here. Now, here's the good news here. I plugged in all your information and it shows you're eligible for the best option out of 26 companies here in the state. And it's with a company, it's called Savings Bank Life Insurance. Have you heard of those guys before? You can write them down, you can look them up. I'll give you some information. They've been in business, Miss Sheila, since 1907. Okay, one of the oldest insurance companies in the United States. They're also backed by the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating, okay? So you can look their rating up on the Better Business Bureau. They have an A+ rating, and they're also A rated with the state, which means that they'll pay out their claims within 24 to 48 hours, okay? So really well known and reputable company, okay? Now, here's why they're gonna be the best. Savings Bank Life Insurance. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So a little bit cheaper than Mutual of Omaha is what I'm seeing. So Savings Bank Life Insurance is going to be the company. Now here's the big deal. They're a company with your with your heart medications that will not put you in a 2-year waiting period, which is an absolute blessing. Which means if something like, God forbid, happens to you tomorrow, your two boys, they'll get the policy within 24 to 40 hours. There's no waiting period. Do you see like how important that is? Yeah, no waiting period. Yeah, the next, amen, yeah. Yes, man, that just to clarify, the minute that you make your first payment is when you're covered. If you pass the next day, your kids will get the full payout. They don't have to wait. Absolutely, great question. Now, also all through with your policy, this is important too. This is why they're one of the best companies when it comes to this. They're gonna give you free benefits. So not only do you get like a life insurance policy, Ms. Sheila, you also have access to what's called free members benefits, okay, with Savings Bank Life Insurance. So you also get it's called the Sequoia Funeral Concierge Program. I'm gonna explain that to you, okay? So with your policy comes the Funeral Concierge Program. Basically, this is a 24/7 guidance for your family throughout the funeral process. So your boys, they can pick up the phone, they can call this concierge service, and they will plan their arrangements for them so that they are not flustered, they don't have to worry about all the headaches, and they're ultimately gonna make sure that arrangements are completely taken care of. And they're also gonna allow for discounts on special funeral prices and arrangements. So what they'll do is they'll shop the funeral home, they'll negotiate with the funeral home, and they'll help them find the most discounted for their arrangements to make sure that they save as much money as possible. Because a lot of funeral homes will take advantage of people, so they'll make sure that your kids are not being taken advantage of in that process, okay? So that's free with your policy. Yep, okay, so you got all the information. So you've seen that first, okay. So we're gonna go into some of the details here. Let me pull it back up here since it went away here, but for you. So it's the whole life coverage. We're going back here. Now they have 3 options that they recommended for you here, Miss Sheila. You can go up, you can go down, and you can go sideways. We just gotta make sure we can find some that fits your budget here. So the first place I'm gonna start is gonna be, we'll start the 15,000, or we'll start the 15,000 because you're gonna see how it's gonna be better for you. So the first option is the 15,000. This is gonna be everything that you need. This is what most of our seniors go with. It's gonna cover all of your burial expenses. So it's gonna make sure that from now and into the future that all of your funeral arrangements are completely taken care of. Your boys, if they go cremation, that'll be taken care of, and it will leave them about 10,000. If they go the burial route, that'll make sure everything's taken care of now and in the next 10 years. 15,000 will cover that if they just go a basic burial. Now the 15,000, again, there's no waiting period. And most importantly, it's gonna give you $5,000 more of coverage than what you're paying for right now. And it's gonna be cheaper than what you're paying for right now. The 15,000 would be $86.31 per month, okay? So 15,000 would be $86.31, you got that? Okay. Now the next option is like the 20,000. If you really wanted to like leave them an extra gift, you know, let's say you wanted to cover the burial and then leave them $5,000 to $8,000 as an I love you gift to make sure any of the loose ends are taken care of, make sure that they're taken care of long term, and just really make sure that you can leave them that last I love you gift as a mother. The 20,000, not too much more than what you're paying right now for an extra 10,000. The 20,000 would be $113.69 per month. Okay. And then the last option that they put on the plate here is just if you want to stick with what you already currently have. I know you have 10,000, but I don't know if you want the 10,000 still, but the 10,000 is still about $30 cheaper than what you're paying. The 10,000 would be $58.93 for the 10,000 here. Okay. Now, our biggest challenge, Miss Sheila, is actually seeing if you're eligible or if you can get qualified, but kind of fill me in. As a mother, did you want to go with like the 15,000 to get you like 5,000 more for less, or do you want to go with the 20,000? What would give you the most peace of mind? Okay. Well, to get you at $100, if you want, do me look at like what would $100 get you? So at $100 per month, it would give you $17,000 and $499. Yeah, I'll just make it easier for you. Yeah, let me just make it round numbers for you. For 17,000 of coverage, 17,000 of coverage would be $97.26 for 17,000. Sorry, so just I'm confusing myself here. The 17,000 of coverage, so 17,000 of whole life coverage is $97.26 per month. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Let me see. 18 is gonna take you right over 100. It'll take you to 18,000, takes you to 102.74. Which one would give you the most peace? You can always increase it too. Like I always recommend that you find something smaller, and then you can always add to it because I'll be checking up on you. Did you want to go for the 17,000 or the 18,000? Yes, ma'am. Now, just want to confirm here because I always want to make sure I'm not taking any food off the table or anything. With that 17,000 for the $97, is that comfortable for you every single month, Miss Sheila? Okay, no worries. Let me explain the process. It's pretty simple. What we'll do, we'll basically just fill out the application here with your information. We will put down your beneficiaries. They'll do the quick HIPAA authorization check, and then we'll set the date that you want your policy to start and have that first payment come out, and that's the date that you will be protected. What date would you want everything to kind of start for you, dear? Yeah. Yeah, so when does that payment come out for your other policy? We can set that up and then allow you to cancel the other one so you don't get double charged. I don't want you to get double charged. What date does that come out? I can help you. Yes, sir. Were you calling in? I see here you put down, you put your daughters down as the beneficiaries. Is that correct? Right on. And were you just looking to like leave something behind for the family? Or you just trying to cover the burial expenses? Okay, gotcha. I got you at 54. You put down that you do have some coverage. Were you looking to like add on to what you have, or are you just trying to find something like a bit more affordable? What are you thinking? Okay, gotcha. Well, let me see what you got here. And how much coverage do you have now? Okay, good. Wow. Okay. And what are they making you pay for that? Oh, okay. I just wanted to see if they put you in one of those like whole life policies or term. Do you know what they have you paying? I mean, what type of policy? Oh, okay. Were you looking for something more like the term, or are you looking for more whole life, just so I can help you? Okay, term. Okay. Let me see here, because what we do is we specifically like help a lot of seniors on fixed incomes find like the most affordable life insurance. A lot of our seniors typically want to go like the whole life because it's going to be there for you forever. But it sounds like you're looking for more term, I'm assuming. Okay. Now to see how I can best help you, are you a smoker? Cool. Any heart attacks, strokes, cancers? Oh, okay. Was it over 2 years ago or kind of like around that 2-year mark? Absolutely. They're like, this guy's healthy, he's taking care of himself, he's getting fit, and then he gets a heart attack. It was probably all random. Wow. Was that over? Gosh, that's crazy. So, okay. What month? So it's been over 2 years then, which is good. Good. Good, boss. Good, good, good. Do you have any cancers, any COPD, lung disease, kidney problems, anything like that? You been recently hospitalized at all? Okay. And then in regards to medications, are you on like amlodipine or are you on lisinopril? What are you taking now? So that's a good policy then. Now in regards, oh, Okay. That's what I was just gonna ask you. What had you motivated to even start looking into some more coverage? Okay. Okay, that's gonna expire in 3 years. Okay, gotcha. And when that expires, what do you want this policy to mainly make sure gets taken? What do you want to make sure is taken care of? Oh, okay. So you just want to make sure you got something small to make sure that when you die, no one's stuck with your burial expenses. Okay. And when that policy expires, who would be the one that would be responsible? Like, who would it all fall on if you didn't have the insurance? Oh, wow. You got a few daughters? Okay, so if you pass and you don't have insurance, it's falling on your 2 kids, 2 daughters, and do they have the money to pay for your burial expenses or no? Oh, good. Oh, would you look at that? That's kind of not really handy, but that's interesting. So she knows all about this. Well, I guess between me and you, I mean, if she could kind of take care of it, you know, I never want to have anybody get a new bill. Why do you feel like you need some life insurance then? Oh, and then so you always had it your whole life. You just want to make sure you have something as a backup option no matter what. Okay, gotcha, sir. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I hear you. Come out of pocket or anything. Yeah, okay. You know, as a father, it's your responsibility as the man of the house to make sure that your kids are taken care of no matter what. Is that what I'm hearing? Ah, okay. Have you been looking around for some coverage for a while now here? What's that been looking like for you? Hey, no worries. I understand. I'm gonna do the best I can for you here, Troy. So you've been looking. What's been really been the reason why you haven't moved forward? Has it been too expensive or something? Absolutely. So price is the big thing. Now, this is what I want to help you understand, because this is your plan, this is your family. Now, you have the term policy that's going to expire in a few years. Like, do you, for typically with burial expenses, terms typically going to be tough to get with your current heart attack. But are you looking for something that's going to expire on you every so often? Or are you looking for something that's always going to be there for your girls? Okay, yeah. Because they're, yeah. Yeah. Well, I just like being honest with people because I want to shoot you straight. So there's 2 things here for you. So when it comes to term for you here, Mr. Troy, when they see that you've had a heart attack in the last 10 years, it's really hard to get term policies because term is a lot of coverage and it's really affordable, but like eventually it's going to expire. So your term options are nearly limited to all the options. The only thing that is available for you are like what's called burial final expense whole life policies that would be there to cover your funeral expenses not only now but into the future. Would that be even something that you'd be interested in, like having something that's always going to be there for your family? Okay, because that's really the only route that you have, if I'm being honest with you. And when it comes to your burial for term, at age 72, you can't, your terms expire typically 72 or 75, so it means that you'll never have a policy after that age. So typically a lot of people have like a small whole life policy to make sure they have something there. Is that kind of the route that would be okay for you? I just want to make sure this is what you want. The cost is, yeah. And I don't know if you're anything like the people that I help, fixed income, Social Security, and disability. Is that you? Oh, wow. Okay, gotcha. You're doing really well. Good. Okay. Well, I understand, but you still need something that's going to fit the budget. I gotcha. And I want to just make sure, too, because I'm loading up the options here for you. I'm assuming that they take it out of your checking account, so I'm going to give you a 10% discount there. Okay, we're going to move forward here. Well, this is looking really good here, actually. Even with the heart attack, whole life's a little bit more lenient. Now, what we're going to be looking at here is whole life. It's really the only option that's left for you with your heart attack, even though you're so healthy. It's something where the monthly payment for you, Troy, is never going to go up. It's something where the coverage will never go down. And it's something that will never expire, meaning that your coverage will be there for you for the rest of your life. No matter if you live to your 100, 112, it's always there for your daughters, so you know that they're always taken care of. Okay? Now, I'm looking through companies like Mutual of Omaha, I'm looking at Gerber Life, I'm looking at Lincoln Heritage. You've probably seen them all on the TV. I found the most affordable plan for you. It's with a company called Savings Bank Life Insurance. Have you heard of those guys before? Okay, so Savings Bank Life Insurance, I'll give you a quick rundown. They've been in business since 1907. So they're one of the oldest standing insurance companies in the United States. Big thing for you here, Troy, is that they're A-rated. Okay, what that means is that they'll pay out their claims within 24 to 48 hours. There's no 2-year waiting period as well. But ultimately, they're an established company. Okay. Now, you still following me? The last thing here for you is that a lot of companies will see that heart attack that you had pretty recently, and they'll either decline you or put you in a 2-year waiting period. That's not the case with this company. Meaning, if something happened to you tomorrow, your policy will get paid out the full amount in the full 24 to 48 hours. Do you kind of see how important that is? There's no waiting period. Okay, so let me go ahead and load up the options here for you. 3 options. Now they have 3 options. Also for you too, this company, since they've been around for a while, they have free members benefits. I don't know if you would use them, but they're free. It's the Sequoia Funeral Planning, which basically they'll help your family with 24/7 guidance throughout the funeral process. And what they do is they'll shop discounts to find you the cheapest rates for your arrangements. Okay. Now, just to kind of be upfront with you, I like to always be honest. With whole life, it's going to be a lot less coverage than what you have now, but it's going to be a little bit more, not going to be more expensive. I don't know what you're paying, but typically you got to expect less coverage for more than what you're probably paying, because the insurance company is guaranteeing to pay this policy out, because you're gonna have it forever. So just take that with a grain of salt. Are you going cremation or burial? Okay, so you're looking for anything from like $12,000 to $15,000 is all you're looking for then to cover your burial expenses. That's what the average funeral goes right now. Okay, if that's a basic burial. So for the basic burial plan, like this is what most of our seniors will typically go with. This is $12,000 of coverage. What $12,000 would do for you, Troy, is that'll cover your burial now and into the future. That'll make sure, like for the next few years, that if you passed away, that your daughters wouldn't be, stuck with your burial expenses. They wouldn't have to be anything, left over. It'll provide a full traditional service. The average cost right now is $8,600 in Louisiana for a burial. So this will be enough to cover your burial and ultimately in the future. The $12,000, what you're looking at here for you, sir, would be $42.64 for the $12,000. That's what, I'll go up a little bit. The reason I share that is my boss, he wants to make sure that we always go off the national average, so I can't ever like overcharge anybody. The national average, if you looked it up in 2024, but I'll go up in price for you. I never want to like take advantage of anybody. We'll go to the $20,000 then. How about that? What? 17,000. Oh my God. When did he pass again? 2000 what? Wow. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm gonna let my team know about that too. Okay. So the $20,000 then, if that's what you're looking for, because that's probably going to be enough, kind of what your arrangements and what you experienced in the past. $20,000 would do it for you. You're looking at like $68.28 a month for you for the $20,000. Oh, okay. Let me just make sure here. So let me just pull it up here. Let me see if I can do that. So it sounds like you want me to send you the policy information in the mail. Okay, and just so I can be on this, send it to your email. Yeah, what specifically would you want me to send you? Because there's like a lot of pages and a lot of documents, and it can kind of get lost. What would you want me to send you? I'm a little confused. Oh, yeah. So for life insurance, when you buy any type of insurance product, it does require that you go through like an agent. So how the process would work is that you'd have to get medically approved. So the insurance company has to first say that they approve you. And if they do approve you, you'd have to put a way to pay for it. And then they'd send you a policy in the mail. So would you want to see if you get approved for the 20,000? What option were you thinking? Okay. Yeah, great question. You don't have to go through a medical exam. I'm the one that will basically, when you fill out the application, they will do what's called a HIPAA authorization. So there's no needles, there's no blood work. It's all done like over the computer, and they'll let us know if you're approved for it. And if you are medically eligible, then what they'll do is say that you're eligible, and then you're able to get the insurance. Would you want me to see if you're approved for it first? Okay, so how that process works, it's really simple. What you would do is, we're gonna put your policy information down, you'll put your beneficiaries down, I'll ask you a few more health questions in the application, and then if you are approved, they'll say approved, and then we'll have to put the date that you want your policy to start, what day where you want the policy to start if you are approved. Okay, that means if something happened to you, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's totally up to you with any approval process, just so we're on the same page. I never want to like catch you off guard. With life insurance, to get approved, you have to put a way to pay for it and like the start date. So what would be the date that you want your policy to start? Because if you die, they want to make sure that they can pay out the claim. Yeah, you can do like the first of the month or the third of the month. What's best for you? Okay, yeah, not a problem. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can get you taken care of and approved here. Let me go ahead and put your birthday, and then if you are approved, you put your payment, they'll mail you your policy, and then I would call you back when you get your policy, just making sure that you are approved, okay? Making sure that you get your policy in your hand. What's your date of birth, Troy, to put on here? 04/19. All right, I didn't expect this Christmas Eve to go down like that, but we just sold 2 people. That guy called in, he was really tough. He was a tough cookie, just straight to the point, dry, just a man's man. It's a dude's dude. You can't sell a dude's dude like you're selling Miss Betty. So you gotta be straight to the point, you gotta give it to him, give him the numbers. We actually got declined at one company and then had to pivot to another company, and he was about to back out. He's like, hey, like, you know, I'm gonna stay with what I already have. I already have a term that's gonna be there for 3 more years. I was like, hey man, no, you need this. You need to make sure your family's taken care of, because when that term expires, your daughter's gonna be stuck with nothing, and your health might change, and you might not have any coverage. And he took my advice. We actually downsold from 20,000 to 12,000, make sure he had something small in place, and ultimately we got him approved. He was super ecstatic, and he was so thankful because you fought for him. There was multiple times in that call where he was like, we'll just mail it to me, we'll just mail it to me, we'll just mail it to me, and mailing it to him does not solve problems. When you're selling life insurance, you have to solve their problem. You have to help them make the decision. You have to be the one that's gonna step up and ask the hard questions to move them forward, and ultimately, don't be willing to settle. You have to help people. They have a problem, and you are the only person that can help go from problem to solution, because most people can't make decisions for themselves. So if you can step up and develop the skill of sales and develop the art of communication and be someone who can move people with your words, you'll get anything that you want in this world. I guess it's temporarily, but you'll be able to help people make hard decisions. And the best salespeople aren't people that pressure people. They're the people that are able to help someone make a hard decision they've been putting off. And if you can do that, you'll change lives, you'll help people, you'll serve people, and you'll feel really good about what you do. Love you guys. I hope this video was awesome. Merry, I guess, Christmas Eve, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah. Go Ravens, and sell more life insurance. See you guys. Peace.